Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. In today's video is going to be a get ready with me using some new products, some gorgeous cosmetics products, and some products that I've had misplaced in my makeup chaos that I found going through all this makeup mess that I have. So if you'd like to see how I got this look, then just keep watching. I'm going to start this look with the e.l.f. Hydrating Primer, and I had put this back in all my makeup chaos and forgot about it until I was watching somebody else's video the other day and saw this, and I thought, I have some of that. I need to use that. So I finally dug it out of the mess, and so that's what I'm using today. Now to me this, it says it's hydrating, but to me it smells and feels like the Smashbox, just the regular Smashbox primer. And I think I used this maybe once after I bought it. So I really can't, say whether I like it or not. Now this foundation, this video is featuring these gorgeous cosmetics that I've found on Hautelook. And this foundation I've just used a couple of times. I've not tested it actually. I've just wore it to check the shade and see if it's going to break me out or if I would have any reaction to it, and those kind of things. So I've not checked it as far as to really say how long it wears, how good it wears, and all that kind of thing. But it says that it is a base perfect liquid foundation. It's oil free and long lasting. It blends effortlessly onto the skin. It contains vitamins A and E to soothe and condition the skin. Medium to full coverage, suitable for all skin types. But I'm very leery about buying foundations online because, you never really can tell. And I want a yellow base foundation. Nothing pink. Don't you just get tired of hearing me say that? But it has a nice little, I like the smell of it. I don't have a lot of stuff on my face to cover apart from the redness. So I'm going to take my IT Cosmetics double-ended brush here. Okay, that is one layer, and I don't think it's covered very well in a couple of spots, so I'm going to use but just a little more. This is kind of a, I like the pump very well. And see, it's a real thick, creamy consistency. Now this feels really cool on my skin. and very moisturizing. Now, I had not heard of this brand of cosmetics until I saw it on Hautelook. And you know, if you're like me, you always run to YouTube and look it up and see what others have tried and what they have to say. But I think it's not to get too much on that side. But it's a nice buildable foundation. Now, I do think this gives good medium to full coverage. It's not accentuating my pores. Okay, another thing going through my makeup chaos, I found my Maybelline Better Skin Concealer that I had, you know, it just got mixed up. What I do is when I do a video and then I put so I can list what I'm wearing in the description box, then I would put it in a box and then never put it back in its place, and it stayed in that little box that I had it in. And so, amongst the other things, as you saw in the video that I put up before this one, if you watch that, you saw what a mess I'm referring to. And, you know, I don't remember, it's been so long, I don't remember if I like this or not. But I do like the light shade. And I'm going to use the small end of the It Cosmetics brush and blend that in. Now, I don't know if I've mentioned this before or not, but when I try a new foundation out, I always use a clean brush or a sponge. Because, you know, if you use a brush or sponge that's got other foundation on it, I think that interferes with the new foundation that you're trying. So this kind of gives you a kind of a clean, fresh start with a new foundation. Now I'm going to take my Bare Minerals powder. These came in a BoxyCharm. This one is the matte and this one is the glowy side. And I'm going to do the matte side and kind of set all this. And I'm going to use my Tarte powder brush. And then to kind of set what's underneath my eyes, I'm going to take the glowing one, and it is just Glow Brilliant, it says. So I'm going to take the glowy side and kind of set that under the eyes. Then something else that I had forgot about in my chaos was my e.l.f. contour palette. You know, I am just so disorganized with my makeup, and it does take away from enjoying it some. So now I've ordered me a new set of drawers that I'll probably share with you after I get it together and get my makeup in it and just show you my makeup stash. But for now, it's just a mess. So I'm going to try this. I'm going to use this Luxie brush that I either got in a BoxyCharm or Ipsy bag. And I'm going to go into this darkest shade ever so lightly and use that as my contour. And then sometimes I like to take this this lighter powder here and use like a dome brush like this and kind of go under that to make sure I've not come down too far on my jaw. And that don't always. Okay, for my blush, I'm going to be using the Balm Desert. This is actually a bronzer. Well, it says bronzer blush. But since it's kind of shimmery, I really don't use this for a bronzer. I use it more for a blush. So I'm going to take my IBY brush. Now I'm going to take my stipple brush and kind of blend that out a little bit. And then this vintage duo of highlighters that came in a BoxyCharm. I love BoxyCharm. I quit doing my BoxyCharm videos because they were the least watched. I got the least amount of views on those, so I figured people weren't really interested because, you know, a lot of people gets theirs before mine, and it's kind of like if you've seen it. Although I watch a lot of them, you know, even though everybody's got the same thing, I still like to watch them and see what they think of them when they get them, if they like it, if they've got it already, if they've used it, you know, that kind of. Okay, I'm going to use my vintage highlighters. This is a duo highlighter that came in a BoxyCharm, and I'm going to use this Luxie brush. Came in a BoxyCharm. I don't care for these kind of brushes because they're kind of floppy, but I thought it might work good for my highlighter. So here goes. This has like a rose one and a other shade. Okay, this is Rose Quartz and Chocolate Diamond, and I'm going to use the Rose Quartz. See, that's just too, I think that's too floppy even for highlighter. Okay, that's my brows finished. Now I'm going to take my Lorac eyeshadow primer. And I have a gorgeous eyeshadow quad. It's a 4-pan palette, and it's for brown eyes. I know, I didn't like the one for blue eyes, so I just kind of ignored that part. Okay, the shades are Peach Glow, Neutral, Monkey, and Mocha. So I like all the shades. This light shade I would like it had it not been frosty. Now I used this palette once and I was actually kind of disappointed with it because it didn't seem like the eyeshadows were as pigmented as what I expected them to be. So I've just used this palette once. This will be my second time using it. I'm going to go back in with my Bare Minerals powder and set my eye with it, my eyelids. And I'm going to use the matte side. Okay, first off, I'm going to go into my crease with this shade called Monkey. Now this don't have a lot of kick up. It's not real powdery. It does have some, but not a whole lot. Not like the Modern Renaissance. for some of those eyeshadows. You know, I'm honestly disappointed with this. It just does not go on. It does not blend good. Really. I'm going to go into this Peach Glow shade with a more fluffy brush. And I'm going to go above that to kind of blend some of that out. Now this shade seems to be more powdery, have more kick up than this monkey shade that I just used. But I like the look that I got the last time I used this. And I honestly don't remember if this is the order I applied them or not. So, but this peach shade, and I seem to remember the first time I used it, the peach shade was was better and more blendable than the brown shades. It just seemed like they worked better for me the first time. Now I'm going to take my Sigma brush and use this lighter shade on the eyelid. Can you tell the difference in the brush and the finger? Now I'm going to go back in with that first crease brush I used and go back into that monkey shade just a little bit more. Because I think when I added that peach, it took some of this away. I'm going to take this, it's another Luxie brush because I got this in a set of brushes from an Ipsy offer, and this is like an angled eyeshadow brush, and I'm going to go into this darkest shade, which was called Mocha, and work on my outside V. And when I'm using one of these eye brushes, you see how that's kind of angled? And I'll start with it right straight to the edge and do this with the long side, with this long side at the top. Then I'll turn it this way and go kind of right into that crease. And then go back over it, and that way I feel like it's kind of applying the eyeshadow and blending it all at the same time. I like the eyeshadows, the color of the eyeshadows. The only one that I feel like really blends very well is the peach one. This peach shade is the only one that I feel like is very blendable. These I feel like they're just splotchy. Okay, when I ordered these gorgeous cosmetics off of Hautelook, they had lipsticks that came as a duo. And the two that I chose are Muse and Plum. And I'm going to show you both of these. This one is the Plum, which, you know, I love. And this one is the Muse, which, I mean, I like it, but, you know, I like a darker lip color. So I'm going to show you these without a lip pencil, without using a lip pencil. And I'm going to show you the lighter one first, which is Muse, which is like a pinky mauve, rosy, like a neutral shade. What would you call it? Now, as far as I know, these are supposed to be the same kind of lipstick, but this one seems to be more of a matte, kind of dry. It's kind of dry going in application. So there is that shade. That shade is Muse. And it's more like a matte, dry shade. So with this one, now it doesn't feel real dry and stuff like that on the lips, but I would probably use this, put a little gloss on over top of it. Now this is the Plum. And this one feels real satiny and smooth. It just glides over my lips, where the other one was more dry, like what a matte lipstick usually feels like. So thanks for getting ready with me, trying some new products, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye now.